Hi peeps, how we doing? Well, in this video blog I'm going to be reviewing my iPhone 4S. So let's get started with this. Yes guys, it's a blue iPhone 4S. How cool is that? Blue home button, customised lock screen. That's because I've got a jailbroken iPhone. But yes, blue housing. Now, for those of you that are wondering how on earth was I able to do this, well, you can actually buy all different colours, believe it or not, for your iPhone 4 and 4S that you can have fitted. Now what I would say to you guys, this isn't something that I wouldn't recommend that you actually do this yourself guys, unless you know a lot about electronics and you know exactly how the iPhone 4S works and all the electronics inside. I actually had this done specially by somebody. There was a guy that I know who actually does this a lot in his spare time, and you really do need to have somebody who really does know what they're doing with regards to getting this done. And I was lucky enough to come across this guy through Facebook, funnily enough, who actually does a lot of iPhone repairs, etc., and he replaces damaged screens and stuff and cases. But you can actually purchase these housings for the iPhone. You can actually purchase them on eBay, which is where I got this one from. Now these are all manufactured in Hong Kong. I don't believe, certainly that I've looked online, I don't believe you can actually purchase these cases anywhere here in the UK. I mean, I've looked online and there's no companies over here that actually do these. So this came from Hong Kong and I had to wait just over a week for it to arrive, and it arrived a few days ago, and yesterday I actually had it fitted. Now for those of you that might have remembered my video blog that I did about a week ago where I was reviewing my iPhone 4 very briefly, I did have the white, you know, obviously this did come in white originally when I purchased it. And white's a nice colour, don't get me wrong. You know, the white and black standard colours that you get with the, you know, from Apple with the iPhone 4 and 4S, you know, they're nice colours, and that, you know, that's, you know, and I'm not trying to knock those colours or anything. But what basically, it's nice to have the opportunity to sort of have different colours, especially for girls, and you know, girls like pink and purple, etc. And you can actually get these housings, these special iPhone housings, in all different colours. What I'll actually do guys is I'll give you a link down below in the video description which you can click on, and it'll take you to the appropriate section on eBay where it'll actually list all the different colours that you can actually get. Now this colour that I've got is what they call the ice blue colour. You can get a slightly darker colour blue than this, but this is what they call the ice blue colour, and you know, I'm very pleased with it. But I just want to sort of really emphasise once again guys, this isn't something that I would recommend that you attempt to try and do yourself. It is quite a difficult process, and it's certainly not something that I ever wanted to attempt to do myself. The actual process itself can take, depending upon who you get it done by. I mean, it took the guy who done my phone, it took him a couple of hours to actually get this done. Because what actually happens is, I'll just explain this very briefly to you and explain how it actually works. The actual back of the iPhone is very straightforward to actually take off, because located at the very bottom of the iPhone, either side of the 30-pin dot connector, there's actually two screws, one screw located each on either side of the dot connector, and you actually unscrew these screws. You can just about make them out here where my finger is, and once you unscrew them and take them out, the actual back of the iPhone pushes up and it unclips and the whole lot comes off, and then obviously you've got full access to things like the battery and obviously the back facing camera. And this is why you need a special tool like this, because you know, it's not just an ordinary Phillips screwdriver or something like this. You actually do need a special tool, which the guy that actually did my phone for me yesterday was kind enough to give me one of these in case I ever needed to take the back off for whatever reason. But hopefully I won't ever need to use this now I've had it done. So, you know, with regards to getting the back taken off, it is quite an easy process. But when it comes to actually, sorry, I'm just getting my camera in focus again, guys. When it comes to actually taking the front of the phone off, then that's when it gets a lot more difficult, because you've actually got a lot more electronics to deal with. You've got things like the home button here, you've actually got the front facing camera, the proximity sensor, and obviously you've got the earpiece here for, you know, obviously for the sound, and not to mention obviously the microphone and speakers at the bottom, and you know, the microphone at the very top here, and the headphone jack. So there's a lot of electronics going on at the front of it, and obviously the screen. So it's a lot more involved with regards to sort of taking the front of the actual phone off, because you pretty much, when you do this job, guys, or when you get this done by somebody, the whole phone literally has to be taken apart and then put back together again. And that's why I sort of want to emphasise to you, it's not something that you can really do yourself, unless you know the phone inside out and you've done it before and you know exactly what you're doing. Then you know, I would say, you know, by all means go and try it yourself. But if you're somebody that is, you know, that maybe thinks that you can get away with trying to do this yourself, I really wouldn't recommend that you attempt it, because you know, if anything goes wrong with your phone or you damage it in any way, then you're screwed. So it's not worth the risk. Always, what I would say to you guys, if you're going to do this, get somebody you know, that really knows what they're doing, that's sort of done it before. And as I said, I was lucky enough to find this guy, and he done it for me, no problems at all. Now, with regards, you know, when you get this in the post, guys, I've got to tell you, I was under the impression that you only get sort of the front plate and obviously the back, but you actually get a lot more than that, because believe it or not, when you actually get these replacement housings in the different colours, not only do they come with the actual front section itself and obviously the different colour home button, and you obviously get the back, but you actually get a completely new replacement screen as well inside. So it's not just a case of getting, you know, the housing, you actually get a completely new retina display screen. And I was quite surprised actually, you know, when he put it all together for me yesterday, and he said that you've actually got a new screen as well, not just the housing. And it works perfectly, guys. You know, there's no loss in quality, the screen is just as good. The actual quality of the actual case itself, well, I would say it's just as good as the original. I mean, you can't see any difference at all. Well, I certainly never noticed any difference. It's just as good quality as the original cases that, you know, that obviously come with the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. But overall, I'm very pleased with it. I don't have a problem with the actual screen. The screen is very responsive. I mean, there's no difference, guys. The colours look lovely. Nothing wrong with the colours at all. You know, everything works. The front-facing camera works. The camera on the back works. Obviously, you know, you've got the LED flash. It all works, and it all works perfectly. So overall, I would recommend getting it done, guys. You know, if you're somebody, if you've got an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 4S, and you maybe you're bored of the colour and you want to change it for something quite unique, then I would recommend you do this. But I hope you've enjoyed this. That pretty much wraps this review up of my new iced blue iPhone 4S housing. What I'll actually do, guys, at the end of this video, you're going to see a few pictures which I actually took of this yesterday, and you know, you'll see those pictures at the end of this video. But I hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a big thumbs up if you have, and if you're somebody that's watching this and you're not already subscribed to my channel here, please press that subscribe button up the top there, and obviously leave comments down below. And I'll leave all the appropriate links, guys, in the video description down below. I'll leave you the link for the eBay page where you can actually purchase these housings. But that's it for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, as I said, and stay tuned for my next video, which I'll probably be posting over the next day or two. I'm going to be doing a review on another product, which I'm not going to say anything to you about in this video. You'll just have to wait and see in my next video. So stay tuned for that. And that pretty much wraps this up, guys. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day out there, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.